Do you like quiche?
I like quiche.
Me too. So we're going to make a quiche tonight. I have not had one in a while.
I know it's been a while for me too.
Quiche is something you can have for breakfast or for lunch or for brunch or for dinner.
Supper. Yes.
So we're going to make one today. And first thing you need is
But what kind of quiche?
It is an Everything Bagel Quiche.
I love Everything Bagel. I love those. I love the Everything Bagels from Panera. Those are my favorites.
So I'm using this crust, the Pillsbury crust that you roll out, that come in a roll like this.
Okay.
But you can use crust from...
Make your crust.
You can make your own, or you can buy one in the freezer section, whatever you want to do.
Already pre-made crust.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm using Everything Bagel Seasoning, and I've got one of the crusts already rolled out.
Okay.
So what you want to do is take 2 tablespoons of your seasoning and spread it around.
Oh, yum.
Just like this. And then I'm going to take my rolling pin and kind of roll it in because I want it to stay down in there.
Yes, you don't want it flying off or falling in the floor.
See how good it's just kind of mashes it down in there.
I would have never thought of doing that.
I know. Reading the recipe really helped me. I didn't think of it on my own.
Read the recipe. Wow.
I didn't think of it on my own.
And this is a Pillsbury recipe. I love that. So it's from the Doughboy.
And there were so many. Of course, quiche is something that you can make it however you like it.
Mm-hmm.
But there were so many recipes for quiche under the Pillsbury site. So I would go look it up. I'll post the link so that you can see it. Okay, so that's all that's needed on the crust.
I love that. Now are you going to spray your...
Nope, don't have to spray.
You don't have to spray.
Don't spray.
Okay.
But you do have to turn your oven on to 425, which mine is on.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is hopefully take this crust off.
Yes. And
put it into the pie plate.
Okay.
Just like this. And you want your bagel seasoning side up.
Okay.
Just kind of arrange it.
I love that.
Till it gets all down in there.
That's such a great idea to put it in the crust.
I know. I love that.
I do too.
So now we're going to kind of just make an edge around the crust just to make it kind of pretty.
Okay, so that says heat oven to 370.
You know what? I had it on 425 for bacon.
Ah.
Because I cooked bacon and I turned it down to 375.
375. I looked at your oven. I thought it's on 375, Dan.
If you have extra crust that's kind of hanging over, you can cut that off if you want to.
Or make it pretty.
I just kind of turned down that extra first.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take my finger and kind of ruffle it all the way around the edge. And we're going to put this into the oven for 10 minutes. It's going to cook for about 10 minutes before we start layering all of the goodness that's going to go in this. So now, you see,
poke holes with a
this
fork?
One did not say to do that.
See that bubble right there? That's what I was thinking.
It said to just cook it just like this. The recipe says cook it just like this.
Okay.
If you get a bubble in it, it says to take it out and kind of mash it down real easily.
I gotcha.
But you see how I'm doing this little ruffly edge?
I love that ruffly edge.
I'm going to do that all the way around.
All the way around?
Yes.
See, I can't ever make those ruffles, Deb. You're better at that than I am.
It's just so simple. You just need your...
Pinch.
Yes, it's like a pinch, and put your finger in the back side of it there and pinch it all the way around.
In the kitchen now.
Well, I love to make crusts, and so I've done this several times.
Pie crust and pies.
That's why I don't know. I just like making. I love pies anyway, but
I do too.
I do like making a home.
I love quiche.
If I'm making a pie, I feel like I have to. I use the crust all the time, but I like to make my own crust.
Yeah.
So even though I didn't make it, I give my touch to it by giving it a ruffled edge.
Exactly, exactly. And this recipe wants you to use the Pillsbury pie crust.
Yep.
Because it's a Pillsbury recipe. So you're just obeying the rules.
Of course.
Deb's a rule follower.
I definitely am a rule follower.
She definitely is. Always was.
Yep.
In school, Deb was a rule follower.
So there we go.
Okay.
That's our crust. So I'm going to put this in the oven. And then we'll get our fillings out and we'll be ready to continue on with the process.
Be right back. Okay, y'all, we're ready to put this quiche together. And Deb told me that I'm going to be cutting up. Can you imagine that? Me cutting up?
I can imagine it.
I'm cutting up some green onions.
She's cutting up and I'm mixing up.
I'm cutting up and mixing up.
So we took the crust out of the oven and it shrank on me.
It sure did.
It kind of fell and shrank, but it's still okay. We're still using it. I think maybe I just didn't push the crust against the pan well enough. I don't know, but I think it's still fine.
Oh, yeah.
So, in my bowl, I've already mixed up 4 ounces of a cream cheese. And to this, I'm adding 4 eggs. I'm actually going to beat those before I pour them in. Let me get a fork. I'm going to whisk them.
You want the greens on these
some
too?
Of the greens.
Some of the greens. That's the way I do.
I do like some.
All the greens, but some of the greens.
Yes. So let's put 4 whisked eggs into our cream cheese.
And you said half a cup?
That said 1/4 of a cup.
1/4 of a cup.
Just whatever you got there is fine. We'll just go with it.
All right.
All right. So you can go with the eggs. It doesn't actually call for salt and pepper, but I feel like I got to have some salt and pepper.
I feel like you need it too.
When there's eggs involved, you got to have some salt.
That's right.
So I'm going ahead and adding some salt and pepper. What you looking for?
Look, yep.
There's salt and some pepper. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. I thought it might be dead. It's not battery, it's a rechargeable.
Those batteries last forever.
They do,
charges,
yes.
I mean.
I don't know when I charged this. It's been a long time
though. That's a long time. Okay. Here's the onions.
Okay. Tomato.
Okay. I'm going to cut up a tomato.
So I'm going to mix
these.
Yes. Meanwhile, large bowl of cream cheese and eggs. Oh, the half and half. I was about to forget my half and half.
Oh, no. That's important in a quiche.
It is very important in a quiche. So I need 1 cup of half and half.
Remember that time I made a pie and I left out the butter? That was terrible.
Butter is very important too.
It was, especially that one, because it seems like it was like a chest pie or something.
Oh, yes, I think it was.
Yeah. It was like.
That's the main ingredient,
I
think,
in
a chest pie.
Butter and sugar.
Okay, 1 cup of half and half.
So see, people make mistakes in the kitchen. But you just got to.
And some of us admit it, some of us don't.
That's right. Some of us have no problem admitting that they are a big failure at times.
Now, if you have a mixer, a hand mixer, it would work really well with this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My small hand mixer runs on batteries, and the battery's dead. So I'm just whisking it. Looks like it's whisking is working.
Whisk it good.
Now this is it is everything bagel, but it's got bacon in it. So I cooked 8 pieces of bacon, and we've got them right here, already crumbled up.
Now, do the tomatoes go in with that mixture, or do
they're going to go into? Just leave them there.
Okay.
We're going to layer here in a second. We're going to layer everything in our crust, and then pour over the egg mixture. I just want to get this mixed up a little bit more.
I can't wait to eat it.
Man, and it's going to go in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes, still baking at 375 degrees. I will just watch it. I'll probably check it at 30 minutes, but as long as the eggs are not, are set, as long as it's not wishy.
Yeah.
Wishy?
Or gushy.
Is wishy a word?
Wishy or gushy.
Okay, I think I got this pretty good and mixed up. There's a little bit of cream cheese, but hey.
It'll just melt in the oven.
It will melt in the oven.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said we're going to do a layer of bacon.
So next we're going to layer bacon, tomato, green onions, and cheese. So this recipe says mozzarella cheese. I don't have mozzarella, and I didn't really want to use mozzarella. So I'm using shredded cheddar cheese.
Okay.
All right. So into the crust, add bacon.
A layer of bacon.
Oh,
it's gonna. You know it's gonna be good with bacon in it.
That's very true.
How many layers
with bacon? Just one.
Oh, okay. So I can do all of it right now.
All the bacon.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Wow.
Except for this little bit.
Except for that bite you just swiped.
I can't remember what kind of bacon this is, but it's really good bacon.
I love bacon.
Okay, next is tomatoes.
Man, just think how this would taste with a fresh garden tomato.
That'll be soon. Feels like it out there today.
It's warm.
I think it got up to 70 today.
Okay, what's next?
Green onions.
Okay.
You could probably use a regular onion on this, but there's just something about a green onion from time to time. And then cheese. It's a cup and a half of cheddar cheese. You can spread that all on.
Cup and a half of cheddar.
And then we're just going to pour our egg mixture over all of this.
We're supposed to have spinach. We don't have spinach in it.
Man, I did get spinach to go in it.
I saw it in your sink.
I wanted to put spinach in it.
Are we going to chop it?
Yes. Bring a handful over.
We can do it. We can still do it.
Let's just spread it on top. Just kind of roughly cut a little bit of spinach. So spinach is not actually in the recipe. Like I said earlier,
but Deb likes her some spinach.
You can do anything you want with this. I even saw one. I started to do it that didn't have a crust, and it was cheese, spinach, I think it was bacon. That one would be a great one with a lot of protein on it. Yes, because there would be no bread with it. It'd be eggs.
I like my bread.
I do like it too. There would be eggs. There would be bacon. That would be a really good one today. I started to do it, but then I decided I would, since I have the crust already, I would go ahead and use them.
Some spinach.
Let's just swish them around on top.
On top?
Yep. So since I forgot, we'll just do it on top. Well, I would probably put it under the cheese if I had remembered.
Why don't you just move the cheese?
It's all right.
Okay. I'm just saying, it won't be as pretty.
We'll save a little bit that we can sprinkle on top maybe.
Okay.
All right. And now we're going to put our egg mixture. I'm just going to pour it over all of this. I'm trying to keep it in the crust as much as I can. That cream cheese, you can see it here, but it will melt all into the whole mixture. Okay. It's going to cover up my crust, but that's okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
We're going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes, and we'll see how it looks when it comes out. Y'all, the quiche is out, and it looks amazing.
And it smells amazing.
I kind of, the spinach got kind of mixed in there, so I think it looks so pretty on top.
I do too. It really turned out great.
We haven't tasted it yet. I've tried cutting it, but I need to let it set. So we're going to eat it in a little while, but I just wanted you to see how pretty it looks.
It looks marvelous, Deb.
And promise that it smells divine. So if you like quiche, you might want to try this one. It's a keeper recipe.
It's a keeper quiche.
Keeper quiche. Bye.